Hello everyone, this is Bloba coming at you with another MMORPG Tycoon 2 Let's Play. We left off, we were doing things in our new area here. First things first, I kind of thought of some, oh, we got 10 level 2s. Pretty nice. I can't remember where it is, but I thought of something to do with the monsters. That's what it's called, monsters. Goblin Scout. I want to change the goblins a little bit. I still think I like this. I'm going to look through the heads one more time before I do anything else to make 100% sure this is what we're going with. But so far, I think this is good. Yep, okay, this is what we're going to go with. And I wanted to change them to be like completely white with blue eyes and white hair. Basically make them ice goblins or snow goblins. Their outfits, not sure what color I'm going to make their outfits. So if I make their outfits white, then it kind of blends in with their skin almost. Guess we're going to make their outfits blue. For their hair, I'm considering... Yeah, I guess we'll make their hair white as well. Well, their tusk. Is their tusk? Okay, where's their tusk at then? Oh, there it is. Have to zoom in a little bit. I think this is going to be a snow goblin scout specifically, and I name it Snow Goblin rather than just simply Goblin because we might possibly make more goblins later that are not in the snow exclusively. So where do we leave off here? You have nothing, correct? Yeah, you just have some random quest. Now I'm gonna put a little snow goblin camp up here in like a small cave. I would like to make like a little, just a very small quest that like is essentially just telling you to clear out the snow from the road. Like the road is gonna have like a bunch of snow on it. Yeah, I don't know if it's... Oh, wait, is there snow? Yeah, we have snow here. So, I'm thinking we're gonna have like some rocks or something that'll make like a proper pass here. And that pass is gonna be completely filled with snow. Except for the there's gonna be a little bit that the players can actually walk around. I don't think, or they can maybe even climb over, could be one explanation as well. So there's a big rock I want to use. There it is. Scale this. Well, first off, let's do this. I'd like to create that. Do the same thing over here. Move that tree. I don't want you to place on objects either, so I want you to just go right on in there. Okay, we're gonna need to move this tree. Just right over there, not too far. Then we want to create some more rocks over here, kind of help it look like a little bit more congested. Now I know these rocks can be a little bit wonky sometimes and they don't want to play nice. Yeah, like right here, for example. Let me just sneak it in there, then sneak another one in, and then click it, and then so I just move it down. Okay, that looks more or less what I want it to look like. And if we can find like a fallen tree of some sort, some roots. That's a log. That kind of works. Oh, I prefer something bigger. Do we not have a large fallen tree? This is kind of like a large broken tree. Could increase the size on it, I suppose. It just doesn't have the aesthetic I was hoping for. How big can you go? You can go fairly big. Honestly, bigger than I need. I want it to kind of be like, is that about right? Yeah, that's close enough. Unless, like, you know, this tree kind of fell down and became this log. There is, of course, I don't think I can just, yeah, I cannot put it over that path. So, the players will walk through this, but that's all right. The main thing is I wanted the snow to block the path for like vehicular travel. Like I don't want them to be able to have like a wagon or something go through here. But there will be like a small path you can take around it. Wait, is this not snow? This is clams? Oh crap. I've been using clams as snow. Well, they look alright. They look like snow. For the most part. They kind of look like either snow or rocks, I think. Just let me make sure there's not like something else I could put here. But anyways, that does about what I want it to do. And now I'm gonna put guard over here. That's kind of like, hey, watch out for this road. You get here, speak with the village elder. the village elder is going to be talking to you, telling you, like, hey, the road is kind of closed down. I click on, oh yeah, I can just click on that by itself. For some reason I thought I could click on that as a quest, but no. Until you go talk to this guy. Um, I'm trying to think of a good name for this. I guess we'll just call it Roadblock. Not gonna give you any money for it. Let me see what I gave you for XP 300. This seems fine. You're not really doing anything besides talking. It's okay. Go talk to this guy about the roadblock, see how it might be getting cleared. And then he tells you, you know, hey, this is gonna take a while and stuff. And there's not really any traffic through here, but you can go around if you want, but you have to go on foot. And then he's gonna be like, okay, well, that means we're not gonna be able to really get any supplies or anything, but still, there was supposed to be a supply wagon that came through here that we haven't seen in a while. Could you please go check on that for us? And, well, maybe that might be later. For now, yes, tavern. Oops. Those will be called 99 bottles. And basically, he just wants you to go check on the tavern, see how much their supply is doing, particularly how much their ale is, and then come back and report to him. You can tell him, hey, we're running low, and the supplies still haven't arrived yet. And then he's gonna be like, well, heck, we need somebody to go check on that then. That's where we're gonna come in the future here. I might do a little bit of something around here. What do I have as options that I already have created? How small are you guys, by the way? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna put an elite down. The elite is barely bigger than the dwarf. Okay. I think I will make a new NPC. Pause the game. We do have a prefab for what I have in mind. Actually, I was gonna do a wolf, but a goat. Seems better. Okay, you're not gonna have rattle and you're not gonna have fireball. Those are for sure. Gonna have ram. Which, let's see if we can find an ability for. An ability icon, I should say. This is pretty good. Where the heck did it go? I clicked the wrong button. Okay. It is gonna do a fair bit of damage. It's gonna have a fairly decent cooldown and cast time. And it will have a missile range to kind of like show that he's charging at you. It's going to do 1 damage and then stun for 1 second. And it will cost him 2 rage to use this. Charge the target. And then we're going to have kick. And then this is going to be his more just completely and utterly standard move. Their rage capacity is going to be fairly low, about 5. Their speed is going to be fairly high, around like 9. And their base health is going to be about 5 health. I mean, there's a symbol for kicking right there, but this is a goat we're talking about. I will pick that just in case I can't find a better one. I'd like something that looks like a hoof. I mean, that looks kind of cool. You know, it's like breaking your leg. Kick the target. Very simple. Okay, now I'm going to actually do a quick pass on everyone. I want to maybe try to rework everyone's health again. Because our addiction levels are not great. We're essentially in class. And I know that addiction levels can increase with difficulty. So I will probably bump everyone's health back up a little tiny bit. Certain people I do want to keep really relatively weak and swarmy. Hey, you're fine. Stone Golem. I think I'll bump you up to 14. You're going to be a rare enemy, but when you do show up, I wanted to have impact. The Goblin's fine. The Goat having 5 health is probably fine, but I'll give him... Nah, I think we'll give him 5. Let's compare that. No, we'll give you 6, because Spider has 7, so we'll give the Goat 6. So we buffed all of these things up again. I do like the idea of you doing slightly more damage. You currently have a highest addiction rate. You're the lowest DPS. What if we lowered your damage down to 1 as well? Your damage can be 1.3, and your damage will just be a flat 1. Because you're supposed to be a healer. Strike has a melee range, and you have a actual range, so yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, we'll leave that for balance for now. Now we have goats coming in. Let's clear this out just a little bit. We don't want goats too close to the respawn either. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to expand the region we currently have. And there we go. Got a nice little herd of goats over here. We'll throw down a guard just to be completely and utterly sure so the goats won't kill anybody who's respawning. Also, it's probably nice to have someone point you in the right direction of where you need to go after you respawn. Five goats seem pretty fine. Um, Hunt meat. They're running low on supplies, so they're like, hey, go hunt some goats for us. We were going to change those statistics. I just want to go check. What was our statistics over here? Because we wanted to be higher, what you were giving out. So for some warriors, it was 1,500. Alright, I think we could probably give 1,500 XP. For hunting some goats down. And then 10 gold is fine. I would like to unsync this. I want to increase the gold as players get farther into the game than it takes to use most services. Not every service, but most. You make it feel a little bit more impactful. Looks like I already did that over here. You're still synced, aren't you? Yeah, didn't mean to do that. That means we're going to need to go down here to these other ones that are synced and change them to 10 gold again because that's too dang expensive. Far more expensive than I intended it to be. Yeah, the price hike is going to be a little bit more severe in this region. And then, because of that, we'll give you 15 gold. He'll give you 20 gold. Enough to buy a potion. You'll get like 50 from actually killing the 5 goats as well. We should probably do a flight path as well. Just want to be careful because I don't want the clip through buildings here. I'd like for you not to sync the price, please. 50 gold is quite a bit, but to use this one. We'll increase it to 70. Seventy is fine for that one. And then for you, we will not sync it. And we'll bump the price up to 100. Because flight paths are meant to be an extreme luxury and not really meant to be the primary method of transportation. That's how we have some goats going on over here. We have some just various kind of like fetch quest. Then yeah, we have 2 quest slots left. That's fine. Gonna make another cave system. Gonna need to go make this a line to surface on the water so it can stay flat. There we go. I'm all too sure that this is going to have gaps in it, which we will address promptly. Where you at? I know you're here somewhere, gap. There's no way that I completely did this perfectly. Huh. Guess there aren't any. I guess it was a really small system, cave system this time. Like normal. But anyways. Oh, we have upgrade. I didn't notice. Put that into fluff some more. Probably go back and level up combat to 10 soonish. This road is pretty long. Kind of want it to be back out this way away from the cave though, so I might delete it and redo it. There we go. It's more like it. Now, from lessons learned, we know it is better to first create what you're going to want to create for your cave system, then put the roof on it. Oh yeah, forgot. I want to put some stuff over here for the birds. Go ahead and get that done. like a couple goats over here that are kind of like symbolic of being used to pull that. They're nothing fancy. Move this rock over a little bit. And once again, over here, we're not going to have much fanciness. A nice, simple little tent to go over it. A few bags of food. And a few various crates scattered about. And then have a nice shaman there to look after the bird. Okay, the birds are done. Time to get back to work on the cave. Now I want this to be a place that there are some goblins who are kind of hiding out here. We have some traps scattered about. We have a watchtower. Not gonna have anything like a ballista or a siege ram or anything like that. They'll probably have a few spikes set up. Probably shrink them down a little bit though. Love to have some kind of like small bedroll. But I don't think that's gonna happen. We will have some of these though. These are totems. It's kind of like marking the clan's territory. We have like tables and stuff, but we don't really have like bedrolls. Sad. Gonna put this here. Have a few like busted up barrels around it. Like they kind of like cracked open some barrels. Like a slightly bigger barrel. Oh, this might be a little bit too big. Shrink you down. I want to rotate you onto your side. There we go. Teach you again. Like that. Kind of like a little seating arrangement. And then maybe a couple of things like this about as well. Then back here, we're going to throw down some tents. This is the closest thing to what I was trying to go for. Wanted to have more of like a bedroll vibe, like I said, but these tents will do. We got like some target practice set up back here. Now for some rocks. Just kind of want to scatter a few around. Help the aesthetic of it being like a really rocky, cave-like environment. This is not going to have the crystals that we're putting in the other caves, because it's just not the type of cave this is. I don't think we're going to have any plant life. Kind of like the aesthetic of putting these things in between some of the tents. Could be like tanning racks or just like clothing racks where they like hang their clothes up to dry or something like that. I think it looks pretty cool. It already has a ladder in it, so that's fine. Go down a couple of these stolen goods. Hope really emphasize that this is a lived-in encampment. What the heck is this? Like mushrooms of some sort? And then, of course, back here, we're going to have a few more weapon racks. It's going to be kind of like their training area. Don't think we have anything that's like a dummy that we could put down. No, nothing quite like that. Probably throw down a couple more rocks. Add a little bit of variety in the size. And then I think it'll be time to close up shop. I want you to align to any surface right now. I will, of course, go in and make sure there aren't any gaps after we get done with the initial placement. Okay, what's wrong? What are we missing? Okay, there's one. It's kind of almost a gap. Anything on the outside? No, it looks fairly alright. I want to kind of connect this to these mountains to make it look a little bit more like it is really a part of the mountainside. It's kind of already like that in some places, but in places especially like this, I need to do a little bit of touching up. Alright. That looks pretty good. Maybe I could do this as well. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. It's like all really tucked away. I have a few rocks kind of just like leading up there. So we're gonna need to put some bigger rocks down here. Maybe big boulders type things to help flesh out the interiors. Make sure it's like not too clogged up. I think if we could fit one in here, that'd be pretty nice looking. I was kind of thinking that this could be really a really obscured area. I'd really enjoy it if we could make this so it's very difficult to see from the outside. So if we're on the road, walking down the road, you can kind of see it there. I don't think it's too bad. Oh, we have another upgrade. We'll get our combat a little bit more. Put some paths in. Try and help make sure that everybody's not just walking through everything. Pretty standard procedure at this point. We've done this so many times. And then no snapping, please. You can snap now. Alright. Turn our snap back off. This is pretty much what I wanted. Need to do a little bit more detailing on these rocks to make it so it doesn't quite look like they're floating so much. A few more crevices I would like to fill in. Okay. Now the players should walk through the middle to come in there. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, just hold on. I'm messing everything all up. Here we go. Alright. There we are. have just a little bit of them coming out, but not like actively going to the road. And now I'm going to want to start building some more scenery this way because I wasn't really able to do a lot of scenery work last time. I kind of stopped short. So I'm going to throw down some more trees of various heights and sizes. And there we go. That's pretty good for trees. Let's throw down some rocks. Do a little bit of detailing up here. Take on a few of the larger boulders, snow-capped. And then maybe a few of these. Alright, and we're probably going to clear out this little clearing right here, just slightly. Because this is where an ambush is going to have taken place. Like the wagon over here has been like overturned. Go, and then I want another one because there was more than one. I have 3 of them. One it kind of looking like they tried to make a circle and defend themselves, but they kind of ended up getting overwhelmed anyways. And then I will put a very, very small amount of goblins here. My network should be supporting that. Now, I know it's not a lot, so I'm going to try to put it crowded. Yeah, there we go. Making them kind of look like they're over here. Then we got to decorate the loot because they haven't actually, taken the loot. At least not completely taken all of the loot out of these things just yet. We'll have a few broken barrels kind of scattered about, and then we'll go in and turn. Not that hard. These turns are a little bit unforgiving sometimes. Didn't realize that these were so big. Might go through here and shrink them down. Some of the barrels got like broken in the crash. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for. As long as my carts don't get too messed up. Okay, let's finger them down. They should be big, but not like comically so. That one, that creates a little bit too far away, I think. And the explanation I'll use for saying some of these things haven't like fallen out is like some of them were strapped in. And so they didn't fall out, and then like a few of them weren't strapped in, so they did fall out. Now we don't really have like any corpse icons. So while I know it's not exactly perfect to put rib cages down, I want something to kind of indicate that a fight went down and there are some death here. Or at least there was some death here. Then we're going to have a quest giver right back here. Nope, not you. And go way on over here. There we go. Running late, talking about trying to find out what happened to the various supplies. 300 XP seems fine for that. Then my friend here is going to give you even more quest. Yeah, basically just kill the Snow Goblin's counts. He wants you to help reclaim that. Then he's like, he's gonna have you go in here and fight a Snow Goblin boss. He's like the leader of the scouting operation. Like he has his stuff back and everything, and he's not really telling you to go in there and you fight these guys out of the kindness of your heart. He's not telling you to do it because that he wants to keep the roads safe. He's telling you to do it because it's a cold dish, aka revenge. A dish best served cold, if you will. He wants you to go over here and take this guy out for orchestrating this and killing his friends, and if you do so, then you'll get quite the reward for that. And then he's going to have you go back here and warn the others. And he's going to basically have you go warn these guys about the encroachment of the Snow Goblins. And then he's going to be like, oh crap, that's why the supplies are running late. It's dangerous, but, you know, maybe you and your friend can go on and do what has to be done. Alright. Goblin. Passing. Yep, he's gonna tell you, alright, you guys know what's up there. You know what's going on. There's some goblins going up there. Talk to your friend. Tell him you've done a lot to help us. You guys are cool to go through. Go on past and head up towards the main city, which is where his next quest will be. It's not great that I can't, lock it so that you have to do these other quests, but it's kind of necessary for the XP anyway. So we have 2,700 from him, 300 from him. Where are you at? So we have 3,000 so far. How much do you give us? 3,800. So we have 6,800 out of 18,000. And that is to get to level 4. Alright, I think that will be where we end this episode. We have done a fair amount of work over here. Got this first little pass sorted. Next, we're going to make the capital city. And then we're going to expand the goblin threat over this way some. And then we'll see about moving into deeper territories and finding out more. And Varmore here, sorry, is concerned. Like, this guy is telling you, the snow goblins, they basically never come in this territory. This is like outrageous for them. This territory has always been relatively safe. There's some ornery goats and such, but the territory has been safe for most of its existence. The Formica were the only real problem over this way, and even then they rarely ventured too far out of their caves. But now the goblins are coming down. They've gone past the capital, and they've come here to try to strangle off the rest of the kingdom. Who knows what's happening to the north of the dwarven capital? It's anyone's guess. And then Varmore's like, well, this could maybe have something to do with the cult that left here. Their landmarks are in these regions and whatnot, and maybe there's another landmark here or something, or maybe this ties them together somehow, and we need to investigate it. And so that's what we're going to be doing next time. We're going to be fleshing out this region. We're going to be decorating this probably sparsely. This little short pass here, probably not going to have a lot going on. It's probably not going to be any real quest content. It's going to be relatively sparsely decorated. Then we're going to have a pretty in-depth city. And then over this way, we're going to have the conclusion to this zone's quest line. And moving on to a more full quest in the future. But until next time, this has been Bloba signing off. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you will all join me again next time. God bless. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye. See ya.